Okay, should we go for it? Should we stop shit talking?
I don't know. I already unmuted us, so people heard that. Fuck.
Oh.
Welcome back, everybody.
Well, we couldn't possibly just not shit talk each other because we hate each other so much, right? Right?
Yeah, you have a spot of tea, you fucking twat.
Yeah, go drink some maple syrup, you idiot. Ha.
Yo, that's not even like a good burn, man. Like, first off, maple syrup is
you
delicious.
think you think go drink some cup of tea is?
You guys like lost a war over tea, dog. Okay, ain't no Canadians ever lost any wars over syrup.
That doesn't bother me though. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, you know, at all.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out with some Canadianisms, just on the off chance you ever run into another Canadian. Okay.
Okay.
I'll get you to repeat after me. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go drink a 2-6.
I'm gonna go drink a 2-6.
Then we'll give her.
Then we'll give her.
String it together. I'm gonna go drink a 2-6 and we'll give her. Eh?
I'm gonna go drink a 2-6 and we'll give her.
Nice.
Okay, no idea what that means. Perfect.
How you doing now, Wardy?
How am I doing? Is that what I'm meant to? Is that what I'm meant to respond to?
No, never mind.
I'm so used.
Actually, there's a show out there I would recommend watching. It's called Letterkenny. Have you ever heard of it?
Nope.
It's about like a Canadian hick town. It's actually really funny. It's one of my favorite shows. Canada. Oh my god. Okay, I would rank it like as far as quality TV goes. I would go like American television, BBC, then like fucking Bollywood, and then Canadian television. Okay, Canadian television is horrible, but Letterkenny is a really good show.
Okay. I'm never gonna watch it.
Yo, what the fuck, Wardy?
Yo,
I watch Doctor Who and shit. You can watch Letterkenny.
I don't watch Doctor Who.
Why not? It's great.
I'm a terrible British person.
Okay, what about Red Dwarf? Did you ever watch Red Dwarf growing up?
Nope.
What about
Nope.
Blackadder?
Yeah, but not in history. We actually watch a lot of Blackadder in history class.
What? You guys got to watch Blackadder in history? That's dope, dude. Fuck.
Yeah. I didn't do very well in history in my exams, but
God damn it,
you know,
Woody.
got to watch Blackadder. Please.
You're like, what? I imagine on the test, it's like, name one of the influential characters pivotal to the end of World War II. And you're like, well, Rowan Atkinson just played a hilarious general in the trenches.
I was terrible at history. I didn't see the point in talking about old stuff.
Dog, am I better at being British than you're better at being British? Is that what we've just established here?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm terrible at being British. Like, I don't even really drink tea. I don't know. I queue for things sometimes. Does that count?
You queue for things and that makes you British. Fuck off.
That's a
Yo,
British meme. That's definitely a
Terminator,
British
thank you for
meme.
the bits, by the way. I love you, man. Dude, I also hate drinking tea, so we got that in common at least.
I don't hate drinking tea. I just don't drink it very much.
Oh, well, I hate drinking tea, so fuck you.
Okay, well, you're pretty bad at being British then, aren't you?
I got the queen on my money.
Oh, me too.
We got so much in common, Wardy. Oh, my god.
Don't you just love it when you spend the queen to get stuff? That's amazing. Do we get to take a pause and do sellout stuff? No?
I mean, if you want to, I'm just kind of...
Okay.
I just want this to end.
Someone who's never cheered in my chat before just cheered like 1,000, so like...
Oh,
I mean, that's
Terminator.
cool, right?
Terminator's a
Yeah,
boss,
Terminator.
dude.
Terminator's a boss?
Terminator's got the
You
top
know-
muxies on my channel right now.
Really? Wow, what a god. What an absolute god. Thank you very much, Terminator. Sorry, I screwed up his name. Thanks,
You know what?
Terminator.
Let me
Appreciate it,
tell
bro.
you how to think Terminator, because Terminator's Canadian. Let me tell you to think Terminator like a Canadian, all right?
Okay. I'm ready. I can do this.
All right. You say, take off, you hoser.
Take off your hoser.
There you go.
I don't think that's very nice. That's
It's like,
get
it's like a
lost, you-
Canadian salute to Terminator.
Really though?
Yes. I'm upset that you're doubting me right now. I wouldn't steer you the wrong way.
I don't know, but I know hose is not a good word. I don't think I'm that dumb. I think it's really mean. I think it's like,
What do you...
get out of here, you
What
kid.
in the HE double hockey sticks do you think it means?
Hoser?
Hoser.
Well, I reckon a hose is like the sort of words I was used towards you because of our hatred of each other.
Well, I would take
Right?
it with great compliments. Say thank you very much.
You would? Really? Is that
Joseph-
because you just think I could be more mean than saying hoser?
No, Joseph Hoser was like one of the first great Canadian hockey players in Canada.
Really? Wow.
Like there's a lot, like, you know, there's the restaurant brand Tim Hortons.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people don't know Tim Horton was actually like a hockey player.
Wow. So you guys love hockey, right?
I actually don't, but yes, generally
Okay,
my people
oh,
do.
Well, that's crazy because most people in the UK like football, and I really don't care about football.
Like American
I
football,
guess
or we're
that's-
talking like soccer football?
Soccer.
Sorry,
yeah,
well, what do you guys call football when it's like American football?
We call it American football.
What the fuck?
we call it. Actually, most people would call it rugby for pussies, more or less. But yeah.
Rugby. That's where you pass the ball laterally. I know sports references.
not laterally, backwards. It has to be backwards.
What?
You can
You
only
pass it
pass
laterally.
backwards. Only if it goes backwards. You can't pass it to the side. Well, as long as it doesn't go forwards, I think. I don't know what the exact rule is. Okay.
So much for watching rugby, then.
Oh, I played rugby, man. I got beat up so much when I was a kid playing rugby because I was the little one. And when I was in school, I was like a year younger than everyone because for some reason I skipped a year at some point. It was dumb. So I was always like really small, like generally, and then I was even smaller because I was younger. So in rugby, a game where it's all about hitting into each other, I really didn't fare too well. So the only thing I remember is throw the ball backwards before someone hits me. That's pretty much my strategy. Never mind looking for lateral passes.
Lateral passes, man. That's basically describing me with women in a nutshell.
Whoa.
Actually, yo, so I was IRL streaming my trip to Subway this morning.
No way. How did you stream it? Did you stream it? What did you stream it on?
My phone.
Yeah?
So, yeah, by the way, I have an American phone in Canada roaming because it's cheaper and more efficient and better quality than a Canadian phone in Canada. I hate it. But anyways, I was IRL streaming my walk to Subway, and there's two girls there, and one of them knew what Twitch was. And this blows me away because I don't know how it is in the UK, but like nobody here knows what Twitch is. I have to fucking explain to everybody, like, oh, it's like YouTube, but you know, not quite like YouTube, right?
Yeah. I'm like, it's YouTube, but it's not called YouTube. That's about
it's YouTube, but it's live. That's what I always end up going with. But anyways,
yeah, okay.
This one girl's like, oh yeah, I know Twitch. So I'm like, oh shit, okay, well if you know Twitch, do you watch Starcraft? I'm like asking all coyly, and she's like, no, I watch League of Legends. And I was like, no, so close.
Oh, man, I had a Tinder girl match me like a month ago or something. We had a good conversation. And yes, to this point where she's like, so esports, that's really cool. I'm like, oh, well, you know what esports is? She's like, yeah. And she's like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, well, I talk about Starcraft. And she's like, oh, I play League of Legends. 10 minutes later, she unmatched me. I was just like, oh. We're in the wrong game, man. We're in the wrong game. Apart from the fact we're not, because Starcraft's the best. But, you know.
Yeah. Well, actually, the thing is funny is I actually started with League of Legends. A lot of people don't know that. And
Really?
it's insane. And this is even like 4 years ago, so it's probably worse now, right? Like, it's insane how much of a like stranglehold Riot has over their IP and their community stuff. Like,
it's really bad in the UK because like all the lands just dropped League of Legends because
you can't have them.
Yeah, you can't have them. I know loads of UK guys who about a year ago were casting League because it was cool, and like it's just gone even worse. So now they just all cast other games. It's crazy. It's like actually insane when you think about it, how much control there is.
Yeah, I guess that's always my trade-off with Blizzard. We're like, look, I get really mad at how bad they are at some things, but at least they let us do things, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, don't listen to Duddles. The copy-paste, he made that up.
Duddles? Yeah, oh, okay, I see. But I mean, that's okay, because who the hell's Duddles?
But,
I missed a perfect who the hell is Duddles there? God damn it. Oh, I'm so bad at my own memes.
So I may have been trolling about the hoster thing, but actually Tim Horton was actually the guy who started Tim Hortons, like that popular brand in Canada.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know that. Growing up, like in a family that watches like hockey religiously, I didn't know until I was like 25 years old that was like an actual person. I was just like, oh, this is not a donut guy? I just thought it was a donut guy. Like,
donut guy.
Wow, Wardy, I can't believe you'd have the audacity to come in my chat with that fucking checkmark. You basically advertising your own stream, stealing my viewers.
It's perfect because now it's perfect because now everyone knows I'm the real Wardy, not the guy with 2 eyes or 4 eyes. It was really necessary.
I can't believe streamers are throwing shit fits over people having check marks in their chat. Like, it's the pettiest.
Were they actually? Was that actually a thing?
Dude, there was like Twitter drama over this. Like people saying like you shouldn't come to my chat with a check mark. Like you basically doing self-advertising, blah blah blah. Like I'm not kidding. These are like big streamers too. It's so fucking stupid. The other thing that I'm actually I'm really triggered about this lately, and I don't know. I haven't really talked about this on stream. And I'll get your opinion on this. A lot of the folks are becoming affiliates, are becoming like upset that they're learning that they're not supposed to stream on other channels if they're like other services if they're affiliates. So like for example, like and this happens with us as Twitch partners. Like you're not supposed to be streaming to Facebook or Africa, etc. It's in the contracts. And some people don't listen to this, and maybe they'll get in trouble, and maybe they won't. But my problem is like these guys who are affiliates. For those who don't know, by the way, the requirement to become an affiliate on Twitch is to have like 3 concurrent viewers. And you stream like twice a week or something. It is the least gated thing in the universe.
Wait. You do need 3 concurrent viewers though, which is quite the target.
Open two other browsers.
You would have to literally have I was gonna say your iPad, your iPhone, and your browser open to hit affiliate.
Well, anyways, the thing I've been upset about watching a lot of folks, and this is actually a lot of Starcraft folks, which has made me extra tilted. But they're saying like, well, I don't know if I want to be an affiliate because, you know, it could limit my growth if I can't stream on Facebook too. I'm like, look, if you've got 5 fucking viewers, I'm sorry, but you're not hitting it big on Facebook anytime soon either, kid. Like, take what Twitch is giving you. They're so generous, but you're not fucking limiting yourself by streaming on Twitch. Holy fuck. Sorry. It makes me so.
Facebook streams are my favorite.
Well, actually, Facebook's doing it all wrong. I was actually Nate and a bunch of us had a big discussion about this in Austin, right? Where Facebook's buying up a lot of like smaller streamers to come over to their platform, and like for example, they made a big move. Dignitas is now being paid to like they're moving off of Twitch to Facebook, right? Which I think is insane and stupid, but whatever. But what they really should have done was taken that whole budget. I bought out somebody big, Soda Poppin or Summit or somebody. So even if nobody actually followed that streamer to watch on Facebook, you know everybody would fucking talk about it, right? Like look at Ice Poseidon going to YouTube. Everybody's talking about it, even if they're not watching it.
Yeah. I mean, who really? I don't know. I wouldn't watch Dignitas on Facebook. I wouldn't watch anything on Facebook, man.
No, Facebook.
One of my friends asked me why I don't stream on Facebook the other day. I was like, you're so innocent, man. Like, I don't think you understand.
You're like, by the way, I'm contractually obliged to, stream on Twitch, but also fuck that other platform. It's great though because, without Facebook, like trying to step into the ring big time, like YouTube's provided no competition. Twitch has not made any innovations or like renovations in like years. But boom, in the last month, they came out with like a million things. And this is like all to try and like be like, yeah, guys, stay with us. Like, it's good to stay with us.
Twitch has actually been so sick in like the last half a year. Since like Twitch Prime.
Yeah. Like, Twitch Prime.
We've gone so much.
Fuck yeah.
Like cheer sub things, custom
Wardy,
cheer emotes.
Fuck you.
I'm not host, man. I'm not host anymore.
You can still invite me even if you're not host.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like clicking on things.
Me up. There it is. He's trying to steal the viewers, guys. He wants to be the only fucking English cast in this goddamn game. This is why I fucking hate you. This is why I'm always like, fuck Wardy. Fuck Wardy 2017. Fucking Wardy.
Yeah, man.
Guy's got 4 eyes, but 0 morals.
0 morals. Oh, man. How can you figure me out every time so quickly? You're on top of every single one of my plans.
Because I also have 4 eyes, Wardy, and I can see right through you with all of them.
Oh.
Yo,
I should have seen that coming.
Real talk question here for
real
you.
I'm
sorry if I'm ruining your stream, by the way.
I don't think you are.
We had a discussion earlier. If you're a guy going to the bathroom, and just number one, you're handling yourself correctly, should you need to wash your hands or not?
Yeah, but only because like you're in like a bathroom, I guess.
So I guess the logic of like, yeah, if you had to like touch the door handle or something, but I feel like, and don't get me
Just
wrong,
because I think
I
it's-
wash my hands every single time because I'm a germ freak.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you do it correctly, you're only at most touching like the edge of your pants. You shouldn't need to wash your hands if you do it correctly. You're not making a fucking mess and playing with puddles or something.
I think, yeah, but I think it's just because it's like a bit of a germ-heavy environment, right?
Well, I bring this up and ask you because I want validation here. I used the bathroom during a game really quickly, and I ran back. And instead of taking the time to wash my hands, I used hand sanitizer instead. And chat said that that was unacceptable. What is your opinion?
What's wrong with hand sanitizer? Is hand sanitizer not just like sanitize your hands? Is that not like the point of hand sanitizer?
That was my logic, but apparently it was unacceptable that I didn't wash my hands, and they made me put on gloves, Wardy. I was wearing fucking gloves to cast because of this. Also,
but what? So what's wrong with hand sanitizer? I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. So, are you on Team Rifkin here with this one, or Team Twitch chat?
I'm never on Team Rifkin. I'm sorry. Twitch chat's so right. You fucking disgust me. You didn't wash your hands. You only use that.
Kill yourself,
Absolutely.
Wardy. God damn it. Who the hell just subbed to my channel? Who the hell is Duddles?
Duddles? Who the hell is Duddles? Oh, he's nailed it. He's nailed the meme. I'm so bad at the meme. I keep going like, I get excited when I hear the word Duddles now. I'm like, whoa, it's Duddles.
Oh, apparently he subbed because I figured out your master plan. Excellent.
What the god.
All right, well, I'm going to kick off the intros so we can at least pretend like we're casting Starcraft.
You can do both the intros because you're just so good at them.
Can I? Excellent. In the bottom right, he's going to be the red Zerg player, sometimes found missing on lawns outside of corporate establishments. It's Zanster.
That sounds like me.
How much do you drink, dog?
Did this happen at Austin? Did this happen at Austin? Oh, there's some great stories of UK LANs and me. The past like 2 times I've been to LAN, it's been eventful. Sorry, go ahead. Intros.
Well, speaking of eventful, he was just at one. DreamHack Austin, top right. It's the blue Terran Kelazhur.
That's the most far-fetched throw in an introduction I've ever heard of. Speaking of eventful, he was at one.
Speaking of pink elephants, which we weren't, I love Fantasia. No, Anton at Health's Boot Time, he lost his keyboard and his mouse because he got drunk one night and woke up outside of Tim Hortons on the lawn and didn't know where any of his stuff was. And I'm like, did you get mugged? And he's like, no, I was just out drinking. I'm like, what the fuck? You're like 18.
Oh, that sounds like Anton though. Anton, go to the wrong airport.
Oh my god, I remember reading about that on Twitter and I was like, did that really happen? Like, are you serious?
It was a perfect thing to happen on Twitter as well, because you get like the small bits of convo on either side, right? And it's like, hey guys, where are you? I don't know, where are you? And he's like, I'm at the airport, check out the luggage. He's like, well, so are we. He's like, well, you know, you're at this airport, right? He's like, no, I would be at that airport. He's like, because that's where we flew to. And I was like, no, Zanster, we flew to fucking Krakow, not wherever the fuck you went to. Amazing. Great. One of my favorite stories of recent times in Starcraft.
Well, because this
Did
cast
you see
is...
the...
Oh, sorry,
go ahead.
No, you.
No, I was gonna say something really boring and completely irrelevant, so go ahead.
I was going to briefly bring up, before we get off topic again, because I love getting off topic, right? Kelazhur actually had a phenomenal finish at DreamHack. Well, for him. Like, he wasn't a finalist or anything, and that kind of sucks, but he beat Snoot. I don't think anybody went into that thinking... Kelazhur even didn't go into that thinking he was going to beat Snoot. Like, that was such a sick series for him. So right now, I have, like, the utmost confidence in Kelazhur's TVZ, but he is coming up against the guy who hit Grandmaster, going no gas, only queens, spores, and slowlings.
I mean, some men just aren't meant to be challenged, are they?
Zanster. Yes, that's the best question I'll ever have been asked.
I'm glad. This is such a weird game. What on earth's happening? Why is Zanster got Spire already? This is so 2013.
Well, it's
Hey,
not
it's
too
Spire,
inspired technically. It's 3.
It's like the legacy of the Void 2 base Spire, which is like free hatch Spire, but it's like still like a fast lair. That's how I call it. I'm like, yo, it's free hatch Spire, which some people look at me and like, of course you go Spire or free hatch. And I'm like, no, but like the early kind. And then they just look at me some more, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine. He's gone for an early Spire. I'll just spell it out for you all again.
I'm gonna be so lazy. I'm gonna copy paste the Wardy bot into my chat because I don't have a command set up for this. So if you guys want to donate to Homestar Cup, go to TaKeTV.
You think you're lazy, but what you don't realize is that command I just attached to the bracket command because I couldn't be bothered to make a new one. So, I mean, it's not really that.
We are. How did we get to where we are? What the fuck is wrong with us, Wardy?
Well, I used to put effort in, but then I realized that it's better to take a different approach and just make memes and sometimes look at games, something like that.
I love making memes. Memes and shit posting. That's pretty much my Twitter in a nutshell.
So I figured out the other day that I should never mention pineapples on your channel.
No! The fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, we were having a really good time casting the VSL finals, and then we spent about 7 games debating pineapples.
Yeah, and how they don't go on anything. They're basically garbage.
No. I heard some of the most, like, I've heard some dumb comments about pineapples in my time, but some of the arguments against pineapple that were coming up were just literally incredible.
Another really good
one.
one.
You shouldn't use pineapples because they've got pines on them. Something someone said.
It's true though.
You don't eat the spiky bit.
There's actually a really good one. When we had Pig on, we learned Pig likes black licorice. Do you like black licorice, Wardy?
No. I've just had this argument with someone like last week. It's just a dumb thing to like.
Like who actively likes garbage? Honestly.
The thing is though, to actually eat it, you gotta buy it as well. Like,
I know,
why would you do that?
It's not like you accidentally slipped and fell into like black licorice. Yo, the focus fire, by the way. Sorry, we need to respect that. Holy shit, Kelazhur just sniped off all those binglings.
Kelazhur has been playing pretty well. He's like killing the meters in the main. He's like doing really good across the map. He's got 1-1 upgrades against nothing. He's like so far ahead. What a god. I thought Zanster was going to... Why has Zanster got gas? Maybe this is what she did wrong. He actually took gas.
He went gas. That's the problem here. If he's just going soul links and queens. Clearly this would be easy peasy for him.
He might have been. It's Zanster, man. His brain works in wonderful ways.
Speaking of wonderful, thank you for all these bits, guys. Got like this slap fest of 100 bits back and forth going on.
Yeah, this has happened since I used the Bit Boss battles as well. Like, I don't think I've ever had bits for like 3 months or something. Like, you know, once or twice.
Dude, I did the stats. All of 2016 combined was less than last month's bits.
Yeah, I think mine would be maybe not the same, but very similar.
Oh, a really nice run by out of Zanster. Doesn't really net many SCV kills. A total of 4 go down. Not too shabby on the defense out of Kelazhur.
Yeah, this is, again, good by Kelazhur. I mean, like, everything's going right for him. Apart from the fact, like, why doesn't he start 2-2? His army was a bit late. This is unacceptable, man. He's meant to be a WCS quarterfinalist. This is what happens when you remove Koreans from the WCS circuit. People forget upgrades and they get to the round of 8. It's disgraceful.
What? I want to join in on this, but it's just so stupid. I can't. Like.
Oh, well, I thought that's what we're aiming for. You said I'm going to cast sarcastically and not really care about something like that.
This is why we need region locking. And also, Donald Trump should build that wall. Look what it's done for StarCraft. Think about what it can do for the American people. My God, Morty. My God.
Oh,
no, I'm glad to have you to be salty with. I was just getting salty at chat. Like, some guy earlier asked the question 3 times in a row. He's like, Rifkin is a popular streamer. How do you deal with people asking questions repetitively? Which he then repetitively asks. And I'm just like...
my answer to this was I used to admin tournaments myself. That is how you learn to deal with repetitive questions. Like, you haven't experienced life until the same guy has asked you where the bracket is 7 times in a row after you've linked him it, like, 7 times in a row.
We have, like, 3 different versions of ! Bracket, ! Brackets, ! Grid, and people are still like, can someone link me the brackets?
You need a bracket? Every time.
Big push on the right side where the mutas are distracted. Kelazhur are making some pretty good ground, but it's a lot of creep he still has to go through.
You know, I feel Keller's like lost a bit of his advantage here. Like he threw away a couple of medevacs. I know he's drawn, Zanster out of position. Bane's do okay, but he's like, because he delayed the 2-2 so much, like he should have 2-2 now. I feel, and I don't know. I feel like he's okay. I just feel he was doing so much better like a couple minutes ago. But I don't really know. I'm not paying enough attention to the game.
I was going to say, that was the most wishy-washy, amazing statement that I'm going to just go ahead and agree with.
Yeah, well, it's like, I feel as though he should be doing better, but maybe I'm just dumb, and maybe I'm just not paying enough attention to
Like, you know
why.
what?
Like,
from what I understand reading Reddit, Terran's a pretty good race. So the fact that he hasn't won already is a bit of an issue.
But I watched Beastie Cutie's tweets last night in high definition, and they said that you can't beat a Terran above 6k. No, a Zerg above 6k MMR. Yeah, I don't know, man.
My favorite thing about Beastie Cutie's tweets is they work even in the dark. It's amazing. You lie down, stand up, go prone, doesn't matter. You can read them in any position. It's amazing.
More people should tweet like that. You know how frustrating it is when you're lying down in bed, you can't read your Twitter.
You just can't read the tweets. They weren't being considerate, thinking of the poor folks who are lying down. My God, Wardy. You stumbled onto something genius here today. Oh, man, that's a big flood of red on the right side. Kelazhur has got to hope to God these Widow Mines are about as imbalanced as they say they are.
It's just units everywhere.
There's people doing things, and it's Starcraft. What a wonderful time to be alive.
I love this game. Oh, you know what's amazing? There hasn't been ultras made. You know ultras still kill everything. Why hasn't he just made ultras?
So I would actually join you on that ultra hype train, but we've been seeing a lot of Koreans bring back ghosts, and I'm like, WTF, I forgot those were a thing.
Well, actually, I was just about to say what I think I figured out what Kelazhur's doing so right here.
Because he's on the right side of the map.
Well, that's maybe even better than mine. I was gonna say, I feel like what he's done is he's just started to play like TY.
Oh my God!
You see what I mean? Like he's just gonna drop. Oh, he was taking a while to drop. He's just gonna drop everything in the main, and that feels like a real TY-esque move.
Well, he actually drops everything in the natural, Wardy. I hate to correct you, but.
These casters don't even know where the main base is on honor grounds. It's like, who even hires them?
Have you ever played this fucking game, Wardy?
Once I tried to play this in AI. I got stuck.
You know what's great? Do you remember that Maddles kid?
Yes!
I remember Penguin getting so mad because Maddles like didn't just not play, he like refused to play. So like you got this WCS caster kid who it doesn't even matter what rank he is. He just never played.
Because but the best thing was his reasoning. He was like, well, you know, after talking about StarCraft for my one YouTube video upload per day, I'm just so tired with StarCraft. It's impossible to play. I love Maddles, but that was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Nah, I hated Maddles, especially with the whole what was that stupid platform?
Ding it.
Ding it.
Ding
oh
it.
My
Ding
God.
it. You ain't made it unless you dinged it.
Yo, the best part about that was like in their promo video they had like Kappa images and stuff. I'm like, you're selling someone else's platform. It's not gonna work.
I think the issue with their platform was that all their viewers were from like pop-ups that would just infest in people's computers.
Yeah, they're like Saudi Arabia click farms and stuff.
Yeah, they're like, hey guys, SSL since moving to Ding It has suddenly grown 60,000 concurrent viewers per stream. Maybe not. Like that might not be true.
Fishier than the Chinese numbers.
Yeah, that's true as well. The Chinese numbers on a whole nother level.
Alright, well, paying some respect to Kelazhur, he did a great job annihilating a base, but he lost so much for it. However, Zanster's army supply still hasn't recovered. And he's made that transition to that late game, right? Like you talked about Ultras earlier, there's the Cavern on the way, 3-3, all these wonderful things, but they're still not here yet, so Kelazhur's still got this opportunity. This is that timing to keep that pressure on, but the screws to Zanster and try and end the game before it's too late.
I mean, Kelazhur is just gonna like roll over him, man. He's playing Terran. He's got mines, he's got bio. You know what's really broken? The medevacs. You know what they do? They heal your units. So,
and they can pick them up. And they can boost.
You know for a Zerg unit to heal, it has to sit and do nothing. For a Terran unit to heal, it can do anything. It can be in combat and be healed.
It can do anything?
You know what the greatest thing about the patch is? We can now rewind instantly to see how broken Terran is. Incredible.
Okay, so if any of our mods are around and you could ban Arknog from chat, I'd really appreciate that. He's tweeting me pictures of pineapple on a hot dog. I mean, it's a bacon-wrapped hot dog with like green onions and stuff. That looks good.
On a hot dog?
Yeah, then he fucking ruins it by putting pineapple on it. And you know what the worst part is? Even if I'm gonna link this in your chat, okay? I hope I don't get timed out. Maybe I will.
No, you didn't. Good.
No, I did.
Got you.
Okay,
it's
well,
okay.
you can click it and you can see
yeah.
that it's not just that there's pineapple. There's too much pineapple. Like, even if I like pineapple, this is too much fucking pineapple to put on a hot dog. There's more pineapple than there is hot dog.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, why don't you just cut a hole in the middle of the pineapple and use that as the bun?
You know what, Wardy? You might just be onto something.
I actually think that would be better. Oh shit,
It's like,
sorry, I meant to be hosting the games.
It's like a pineapple vagina. Just slide the wiener right in. And it's good to go.
I'm getting in trouble because you're distracting me. I'm not hosting the games. How can I get in trouble? I'm sober and apparently I'm not doing things right. How are TaKeTV still functioning?
Yeah, tell that Mapu kid to do it, dude. He's like WCS
No, but
Observer.
I can't join any games if I don't host them on the EU server.
Really?
This is like, yeah. I asked Blizzard, I'm like, hey, do you know why I don't connect to games 90% of the time unless I host them? And even when I host them, sometimes I can't join. They're like, we'll look into it. Do this, do that. So I did all this stuff. And they're like, from what we can see, you don't have an issue. Thanks for getting in touch. Bye. It's like, you fucking serious? So yeah, I can't join games unless I make them on EU. It works on NA, works on Korea. It's just EU. Isn't that so dumb?
Quite.
Yeah, it's like the most frustrating thing ever. Like anytime I cast anything on EU, I have to be like, sorry guys, I have to relog 4 times until I can join the game, which I have to host. and the dumbest thing, right? This will really trigger you. Sometimes I host the game, fail to join, but other people can join my game from my friends list. So it's just me failing to connect to my own game.
No. Stop. Did I just get bamboozled by one of your fucking mods who baited me into fucking linking again, only to get timed out? And then, who the hell is Duddles? Some fucking Duddles kid on my channel is like, lol, Rifkin just got banned in Wardy's chat. What the fuck?
The thing is, you actually shouldn't have got banned, but Wardybot just hates you. Wardybot understands the base hate.
What if we never had problems and it was your fucking bot fucking going all Skynet on us trying to cause these problems?
Do you think we should have like a Wardybot versus BaseTradeTV bot battle?
Well, I don't know how you would execute that. Unless, what if we did like an AI versus AI?
That's what I was about to say. AI versus AI, and we just call one of them Wardy. Yeah. This would be the best event ever.
I'd be down for that. Not today, though. I'm fucking tired.
No, not today. I've been live for like 12 hours. Like, Jesus. No longer.
I'd be down for that. I would be down for that.
Okay.
But speaking of being down, in the bottom right, it's the Blue Zerg player, Zanster.
Speaking about sexy Brazilian senoritas,
it's Kelazhur! Sniped bitch.
Wow. Wow. Are you a ghost? Are you a ghost? Makes sense. You can snipe and you're useless most of the time. Oh! I'm sorry.
Oh, Starcraft ghost. That took me a second. I'm thinking like Casper, like fucking bed sheets. Like with two
are you walking around in a bed sheet? Can no one see you?
Are you a ghost? Because you're haunting people, nerd. Like, got him, Morty. Got him good.
Are you a ghost? Because I can see right through you. Huh?
Oh well, that I can say to you. I've foiled like at least 3 of your plans since we started casting together. At least.
It's been a journey so far.
Oh, what
I would have to
journey, dude.
Journey, they died probably.
No, the player, dumbass, not the band. Late
Journey.
nights, dreaming.
He probably died. sure.
Wow.
Probably plays Overwatch. He's either playing Overwatch or he's in the military.
Someone in chat thinks that Zombie Grub's voice is particularly deep today.
Hey guys, it's Zombie Grub.
Just start talking about your cats and no one will be able to tell the
I was
difference.
about to say I've got a cat here, which you guys can look at next game.
Actually,
what else does Zombie Grub talk about?
well, so Zombie Grub actually got a cat cam recently, right? Like specifically for cats. So for a lot of our streams, like when they're being particularly cute, I just stick them up in the bottom right. So we got like them on the game. Some people get so triggered by this, but then some people like straight up have subbed for it. They're like, cats in StarCraft doesn't get better than this.
Amazing. Man, when I casted from home, I had dogs, and the dogs love to join in on the cast. They love to bark when there's something exciting happens. It was the worst. It's really the worst, but also the greatest. Now my stream wants me to make like a soundboard where I can just play the dog sounds at like important moments because they miss their experience. I think they're idiots. This was a really terrible story. Can you say something to like redeem me?
What a bunch of numpties.
What a bunch of numpties. Oh, silly billies. Kelazhur made a factory instead of a second rack this game. That's my analysis done for the next 5 minutes.
Is that really analysis? That's more like reporting. See, this is... I've tried to brand us as field reporters.
He did this to make Hellions instead of Marines with his minerals.
That's still not really analysis. That's reporting.
Yeah,
like,
it's analyzing what he's spending his minerals on.
No. Analyzing would be like the why, not the what.
And why is he doing this? Because Hellions can run faster than Marines.
Hellions can, once every 10 games, be really effective.
Because he can do this right now. Nope. Yep, he can kill that creep team. Wouldn't have done that with Marines. Creep delayed.
A little bit of harass on the hatchery. I mean, this shouldn't go down. Yeah,
why is Zanster playing a fast lair again, man? Does he really love the mutas this much?
I mean, in fairness, he didn't actually have a bad time with the mutas. And he did get 2 hive tech and was like moments away from ultras. So I can't say that like the build is going to screw him. But this game, because of Banshees, it might just be perfect.
I mean, I got really common because I can't remember what happened in the first 10 minutes of the last game.
Dog. Wardy, please.
Come on. He made some mutas. Kelazhur was attacking. He had some sick focus fire, and we stopped to talk about that, and then we didn't talk about stuff again for a while.
Actually, if I think about the way you were casting that last game, it actually makes sense. For example, he never actually dropped in the main, but you were convinced he did. So, it would make sense that you wouldn't remember. Banelings.
The lings. The Banes.
Well, the hatchery actually ends up getting sniped by the Banshee. So that's pretty hype. 6 drones and a hatchery is not bad for a Banshee. And some Banelings too.
And that's why he made the Hellions. Because he planned for this Banshee to get the last hit all along. And he couldn't do that without killing the hatchery with the Hellions beforehand. Analysis. Boom.
Did you just drop a mic?
I dropped my hand onto the table to imitate the mic dropping.
You know, last year at BlizzCon, I brought, 2 years ago at BlizzCon, I went to the dollar store and I bought like
That was the first time we ever met.
Was it? Because that was the year I brought 7 or 8 like dollar store microphones with me, and I just kept dropping them all over the place when I'd leave a room.
Was it?
So maybe
when you said 2 years ago, do you mean like a year and a half ago? Or
yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time we met. You know, we shook hands, and we like shook hands for like 10 minutes and made a saw in action.
I thought we met last year for the first time. No?
No, we met the year before. We didn't hang out much the year before, but we met shortly. For a brief period. Because, you know, we couldn't be in the same room together for too long because
of caster competition.
Rivalry.
I didn't want you to steal my viewers at BlizzCon.
Yeah, I didn't want you to like try and assassinate me because I'm clearly an up-and-comer who's going to steal your business. Something like that. I know how you wrote. I know how you work.
Well, this queen, just like me, can see right through the Banshee, just like Wardy. Shuts it down. Easy peasy.
Wow. I just don't like fast speeders, man. Don't you just feel like the
So-
late upgrades suck?
I'm actually with you on this. And I know Impact for a while was trying to bring back the 2-base meta, and there's a lot of Koreans that have tried, but I'm absolutely on board with you. Like, I don't think that the fast mutas works most of the time. Like, it will once in a while.
I think it's cool to throw into a series. Like, I think it's cool to try and maybe like a best of 5, and you've got like a few games you want to change it up, and you know maybe you're not a roach guy.
Unless your control's really good, then they're not so bad.
I mean, like, I feel like, you know, this is nice, but he has to do stuff like this because otherwise he's not making up for the fact he's down 1-1 upgrades for like a minute, which is pretty huge. This is nice though. He's actually getting a lot done. Kelazhur missing a turret in the third base. Muta's going to the main, run into a turret there, turn back around.
So one of the things that's really interesting though is this is not like an investment in a lot of mutas. There's no weapon upgrades coming with this either. Like, I love watching when Rogue goes like 30 mutas. Like, that's like my favorite thing to watch as a player too. He's going for upgrades now, but the thing is, like, if you're not going to invest, and he was last game investing heavily in mutas, the problem is though that you lose the strength of Hive. You're going to be stuck with mutas for so long. You're going to be using so much gas on this. You're not going to see ultras forever. You're not going to see those transitions come out anytime soon. And then Zanster kind of forces himself to be all in with this. So there's like pros to the mutas, but I feel like there's just so many cons that go with it.
Yeah, I just don't. I feel it's so difficult to get the damage done that you need. And I feel as though, like, if sorry, I'm dying. If the fast mutas ever worked, it'd probably be against like a cloak banshee opener with a lot of Hellion production. You've delayed racks and marines for a while, like basically this game. And yet, you know, he's done a bit, but I still don't think it makes up for his disadvantages. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased.
Hey, Wardy, you play Terran, right?
Sometimes.
Someone
you think casters play the game?
Okay, if you played the game, you'd play Terran, right?
Yeah.
Someone in chat says, can you tell Blizzard to make sure Hellions get friendly fire? And it's like, look, dog, Terran already fucking friendly fire everything. I'm surprised SCVs don't friendly fire.
In the last 10 seconds of this game, all the Hellions just killed each other. Great job. Really, what a useful unit.
The one thing Terran has going for them is the Hellions don't friendly fire, right? Like, come on, man.
Like Widow Mines, I swear down my Widow Mines kill. Whoa, Banelings! I don't really know what's happening.
Well, it doesn't matter because there's not enough anti-air to catch the mutas. So as good as this fight may or may not go on the ground, it's going to lose out to the mutas at the end. So this is where Zanster is really going to power through, catch the medevac, shut down the marines, and denies Kelazhur.
And we don't know what we're talking about. We're like shit talking mutas, and the mutas win the game. Incredible.
Well, no. So this goes back to that point though, where it's not about mutas. Like they're designed to take the fights here and now. Like Comet Shields wasn't done that first engagement. This time around, it was okay. The mutas that finished it off, but it was the Lings and Banlings that won the fight. The problem is though, this 2-2 is about where that game's going to stall out. So right now it's a struggle for Kelazhur, but the longer the game goes on, the better the odds get for him, as long as Zanster never actually transfers over to Hive.
Yeah, I think I think I agree, because that's the exact point. I feel the muta play just dies because you're so far behind later in the game. I mean, you basically just said this earlier, but yeah, I mean, Hive's going to be later, 2-2's late.
Do you think with the second factory he goes for Thor's? I would love to see Thor's.
I think so. I think a 4 is always useful to add in, because even if you're just playing like, I mean, it's great against like high numbers of mutas to like keep them pinned back a bit, but also just against Ling Bane messes up the like the AI a little bit and forces the Banes to focus a bit better, and sometimes it soaks a bit. I think there's never a reason not to go for like at least 1 or 2 4s in the army against Ling Bane muta.
I know that.
And I'm saying this because.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm saying this because Optimus told me that that's true. And when I tried to question him, he told me it's just not. I'm just dumb.
Well,
so.
he literally just did that in the series we watched him play too. So I was gonna say though, the proposed changes, you've seen those, right? Like what they're looking to do to the Thor.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it much though.
So their idea is that they want to make them better against ground unit. Like there's like, oh okay, a Ling surround, so we'll give them +1 armor. Can we just give Thor's a fucking cooldown that lets him stomp the ground or something? Like, hello? These gigantic,
so cool.
titanic units and like stupid little Lings. You should be able to walk on top of them.
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so sick. You'll see 4, like, can you imagine the builds that, whoa, Banes in the third just kill the entire mineral line.
Well, not the entire mineral line, Wardy. As you'll note, there's still about 8 SCVs remaining. Nice try. Maybe use one of those 4 eyes to cast sometime, huh?
Did you know that I don't have the ability to count because I'm just I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just going to shut up. I was wrong. You're right. He killed approximately 2/3 of the mineral line, slightly over, with the 17 workers killed, with 8 remaining. There you go.
This is such an important detail. Thank you for correcting it and rectifying it.
I'm really glad we're talking about the game for once. It's really important.
I know.
What were these voices? These are horrible.
But I was doing my
Like,
fancy.
yeah, it's slightly like smutty and better than you. Like,
Well, I guess.
I mean, I knew what you were doing. I just wasn't impressed.
Wow.
Well, Zanster's gonna try the same trick twice. He's like, fooled you once, shame on you. Fooled you twice, you're just shit.
It's the same trick twice, but like twice as big too. That's a lot of banlings this time. And to be honest, it's almost not worth.
Like the CC. No, he's gonna kill it. Banelings.
But this is the thing where I'm actually wondering if it's even worth using this many banelings to lose this much gas to kill 15 SCVs. Like, I actually don't think there's enough workers to warrant losing what was like 20 banelings.
I think the whole idea is though that it's because he's going to try and do it again and again. He's just going to try and keep on counterattacking and keep on keeping the eco low. I know what you mean because it feels like a lot to give up.
Well,
but I think it's kind of a longer term plan.
This isn't a planter yet. This is a problem. Realizing that too,
well
Kelazhur
observed.
quickly turns it in.
This guy's got the stream open, man. Oh shit, we didn't kick Kelazhur from the Discord. God damn.
If there's anyone out there who didn't catch the sarcasm, I just want to make this clear. Kelazhur's not in Discord.
Yeah, that would have been really awkward, wouldn't it? Just like he's just like, oh, hey guys, just pops in.
So we did have
mid game.
We did get Thor's integrated into the mix, but this is that problem I feel that we talked about earlier. I just want to revisit it, where Hive is on the way. Zanster's still sitting on 18 mutas. He hasn't felt the pressure from Kelazhur at any point to the hard parts of his arm. Like, losing lings and banlings, who cares? Not a problem. It's when you start losing the mutas that things become problematic. So this is like a really smooth transition. He continues to attack. He's overrunning the natural base, and Kelazhur was going for an attack. He's brought back home. So there's no way he's going to be able to stop that Hive or hit that sweet timing that's meant to catch Zanster transitioning.
Yeah, and Zanster's doing this really well as well, because at the same time as he hits the natural, he's in the third. He's coming all the way around to the left side. I don't know if this will work out too well from the mutas. Actually just flew into a couple of mines. Obviously it's only 2, not 4, so he doesn't die. But he takes a lot of damage, and he's a little bit softened up in case Kelazhur can take a fight. But I mean, he's playing against Ling Bay mutas, so it's pretty much impossible to take a fight if Zanster doesn't want him to. So Zanster backs away, and it's been another nice strike from the Zerg player. In the work account now, the economy for Kelazhur is really falling apart to the point where he's got like this push and really not much behind it.
Yeah, I'm worried. This timing too, by the way, like the fact that Zanster's been able to get to +3 weapons for air is gonna actually be wicked scary. He's got to deal with those mutas, and like this might just be with his Thor still intact. This might be his only opportunity to do that. Banelings hit that command center. It actually dies on the other side of the map while this goes on too. No lifts.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the Zanster is still just trying to throw damage at Kelazhur, and well, Kelazhur spends a while killing his egg with his Zerglin inside. I mean, it's still a scary army of Kelazhur. Zanster's taking his time. He's going to try and pincer in from the, I guess, the top and the right and the bottom right. He has to kind of get in position soon to the top if he wants to make that happen, and it's going to be kind of weird. It's going to work out, I guess. Here we go, Kelazhur. Can he fight this?
Thor's gets some okay shots in, but I don't know if he can execute this.
There's not enough anti-air at the end. Is there? The Thor?
Well, the Thor, if he micros it, I can do some medevac tricks, maybe. A little bit of lag.
He's he dies.
Almost. Oh, this is brutal. That was the big push from Kelazhur. He lost the command center. He lost so many SCVs. He's effectively on one base mining, whereas Zanster's double expanded. Like, he's got that top right base. He's got the bottom left one now, too. I cannot see a game here where Zanster loses. He would have to really throw this hard.
Yeah, I mean, Kelazhur's got, again, maybe like a comparable army to Zanster, but I mean, the meter count's lower. There's still just so many banelings, and ultras on the way. I mean, ultras are really kind of the you're never going to kill this sort of thing right now. And Zanster, again, just a few lings ready to run by another mineral line. Just keep that eco of Kelazhur pretty much non-existent. I mean, Zanster doesn't even really need this base up here. He's got a base to the left, which is very fresh. Loads of minerals on there, so... And Kelazhur losing again, even more SCVs, below 30 now.
I want to make jokes about mules, but there's just no way, man.
Well, that's why Zanster blew up one of the CCs with banelings, because he knows how good mules are.
Oh,
the only way
no,
to counter
you
is
know
to blow the orbital up.
Kelazhur has a decent bank of gas right now, but he has no actual active geysers. There's no gas income.
You know, he's still playing 3-3 against 2-2 for like a few more seconds. Maybe. Nah.
It's more about
the
the
ult is going to be like unkillable, man. Ultra risks.
Yeah, he had a lot of Widow Mines earlier, which was nice, but he doesn't have that much to fall back to anymore. If those take out the banlings, then maybe the bio kites all day, but with the mutas, that's still going to be another issue altogether. And I really like Kelazhur. I think he's a great player, but you know, he's got even army supply, but half of his army's dead. Or rather, all of his army's half dead.
I'm trying to think of something nice to say. Like I'm going to be like, don't worry, Terrence. It's possible. He's gonna somehow find like.
He's up 1 in the series. To lose this game is not going to be the end of the world.
Yeah, I don't know what our last map is, by the way. Proxima for map 3.
I'm also wondering why they're making him play on Europe. Kelazhur's West Coast, I believe.
Because this is a European preference tournament, something like that.
Okay, and we're just gonna ignore all the NA games that played earlier then?
But that was... Were the NA games played earlier? Against... I don't know. I've got no idea. It's been a long day, man.
It's not our place, it's Kelazhur's. Like, if he is feeling any lag, I'd bring it up if I was him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's probably asked, right? Everyone asks about servers if they're uncomfortable with it, so...
Except Neeb. Neeb is like the only guy who doesn't care where he plays.
I think Neeb's got a pretty good, like... I think Neeb's East Coast, though, right? So, like, Europe and whatever else is pretty okay for him. I guess the only bad thing would be, like, Korea, maybe. So, I think East Coast is, like, pretty sick, because you get everywhere pretty safe.
Well, we're going to go to a Game 3. An
Neeb's
ace
so
match,
sick.
if you will.
Hey, I've got...
Is there another series
They don't
after
trust me
this,
to make the map.
Or is this the last one?
Is there not 2 series after those?
Oh fuck! There's...
Oh no, they played one of them. They played one of them. I think Reno Elis is the last series after those.
Okay. Ugh.
ZvT. Yeah, because I thought Mana DNS was going to be saved as well, but no, it wasn't. Hey, I hosted the game and I actually got inside of it. Isn't that amazing?
That's phenomenal. You should invite me now.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting. I've gone to the point though where I just like give the other guy the host and just let Mapu just do it all.
Yeah, but it's 2017. You don't have to have hosts to invite people to the game.
Should I put my Hell It's a Boot Time portrait on?
Only if you want to suck up to my viewers. Here, guys. Here's the lobby scene. We'll see if he does it. Do it,
I can't even remember. Where is it now? Collections? Portraits?
Yeah. It's so dumb. I couldn't find where the portraits were when I was looking for that Easter stuff.
Where is it, man?
And before you don't actually have one. Wow, Wardy.
I do have one. I donated.
Wow, Wardy.
Hero. I saved esports for once. Where is it though? Oh, there it is.
You know what's really dumb about making this portrait? Did you know that you can't use the Canadian flag in copyrighted things?
Really?
You actually have to get written permission from the Canadian government. It's so stupid. That's why it has like a dumbass moose looking thing on it instead.
That is kind of funny. That's actually kind of. I heard some drama about that like way back, but I couldn't remember what. And that's kind of it's different, I guess. Different, I suppose, maybe, perhaps. Yeah. Wow. I don't know if I've actually ever used this portrait before. I'm not a big one guy for like portraits and stuff.
Second rarest portrait in the game, next to the community commander badge.
Hey.
Apparently,
but we've both got the community commander badge, right?
Well, so I thought, yeah, we do. I thought that the you know that snake one, that really rare snake marine one that came from some Chinese or Taiwan LAN event or something like that.
Really? I've never seen it.
Okay,
I really don't follow the portraits.
Well, so I thought that one was super ultra rare, but that's only like the 5th rarest one or something like that. I don't know. It's interesting.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I'll tell you what, Wardy.
You have so much power.
You wanna celebrate our partnership we got going on here?
Sure.
Okay, so what I like to do
does it involve champagne?
No. What I like to do is sometimes we give boss loot out.
Trick me.
Like, so whoever's the
Boss
final
loot.
bit boss of the day, they get the boss loot.
Ah.
And I've given away a couple of these portrait codes. Would you like one to give away to your bit boss of the day?
We could do that. You know, my bit boss of the day usually gets added to a bit boss board command. Great loot, isn't it?
Boring.
Yeah, but I'm not cool like you. I don't have cool stuff to give away all the time.
Okay, well, on my channel and I guess on Wardy's, so we'll give two because we don't actually have a lot of these left, right? There's like less than 50 left. We'll give a portrait code. So whoever at the end of Wardy's stream, at the end of my stream, whoever is the current bit boss will receive some boss loot. High five, Wardy.
The stakes have been raised. High five.
And even if you don't really care much for the portrait itself, just know that the rarity makes it really valuable. So your account becomes like 10 points cooler.
I see loads of people asking around for them, like all the time. They message you all the time, right?
Yeah,
you told me this actually.
So many annoying messages about it. People actually, the funny thing is, we gave one to Bjorn as a bit of celebratory. Thank you for playing in so many of our events. And he used it on ladder for a while, and then all of a sudden, every Korean pro was like, "Yo, where do you get this portrait? I want this portrait too. Bjorn's got it. I want it."
Bjorn has such an influence, man.
Dude, that guy. I hope you've been watching his stream lately. It's been insane watching some of the stuff he does.
I don't watch Starcraft streams. I don't have any passion. Didn't you hear?
You know what? Real talk. I hate it. Neep said this best in an interview that he did after winning DreamHack. Spoiler alert. Where he's like,
spoiler alert.
Where he's like, I've become less of a fan of the game. So the thing is, I'm not less of a fan of StarCraft per se, but I do find it a lot less interesting to watch other streams. Like and I'm talking like when ESL puts on production or like DreamHack puts on production. Like,
Nah, I think I actually discussed this the other day with someone. I think it was Fear Dragon, and I was just saying, I think it was a Twitter conversation. I was just saying that I feel as though it feels like very repetitive now. Like they feel as though the events have gotten to this point where they're all like, we found what works, and so every event now is like a carbon copy of the one before.
Well, okay, there's definitely a degree of that I can agree with, but I think the thing is, I remember. And because a lot of it hasn't changed, a lot of it's been the same. Like a year ago, I was so hyped for a lot of these events that this year I don't know that I've cared about. Like I am Youngie. Okay, technically last year, like okay, I didn't care about it at all. So when people are like, "Well, a lot of these games aren't being streamed," I just kind of shrugged. I was like, "Oh, not a big deal." But give me like 2 years back, I would have been so hyped for that event. All my favorite Koreans playing like some super awesome event.
Yeah, like, I get that feeling as well, but I don't know if it's just because we do so much StarCraft, right? And it's just like, well. And because the Koreans have become much more accessible too, like like nowadays, like all the best players. Well, yeah,
because they're not being cock-blocked by Kespa.
Oh yeah, but that's what I mean. Like it's true. Like it's had an effect, and I don't know. I was really excited for Katowice. I think that's the one event I've been most excited about lately, more so than others. I know what you mean though. I didn't actually enjoy going to Katowice that much. It wasn't that cool. As sad as that sounds.
Very sad. Very sad.
It is actually really sad. It's actually kind of dreadful. I don't believe I'm saying it, but I've been to much better events. Katowice was, as an experience, was pretty low, but the tournament was amazing.
The only thing I didn't like about DreamHack, I can't remember which one. It was like DreamHack Russia or something. If you remember, they ended up not casting. Moscow? Yeah, they didn't cast from DreamHack. They cast from like Stockholm or something.
They cast from the studio.
So
yeah,
that's what Austin felt like with that weird backdrop they had. Like it didn't. And if you were there, like in Austin, you didn't see the casters either. They were like all behind stage. So like, unless you ran into them on the way to the bathroom, you didn't know they were actually there in person.
Yeah, it's like that at most events now. They have like their own little area, and it's like, at Katowice is like super segregated. It's,
I miss being able to see the casters, dude.
Kelazhur, by the way, doing a sick job here so far.
Yeah, but he is going to get pushed off, so good defense out of Zanster as well.
I wonder if Kelazhur's done a bit too much, though, because like Zanster actually, I think, traded very badly there. Like, look at the resources lost, 825 to 100. So that makes me kind of worried for Zanster in terms of follow-up attacks. Because a lot of the times I feel like I watch TVZ and like this sort of thing happens, it's like, okay, Zanster held it off, and then 2 minutes later he dies. And I feel like that might be one of these times. We'll see. Maybe I'm just going crazy.
Or maybe
Kelazhur, micro.
You're actually Protoss and you're an Oracle.
Oh. You got away
Oracle
with words.
proceeding.
You know what? I don't know. I'm just not gonna speak. My brain's dying.
You get a huge boner.
I just got to know.
That's so weird, Wardy. I don't need to know that.
But you do. You just don't know it yet. You just don't realize it.
You're not Fear Dragon casting an NA player right now, so I don't know why you would.
I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, this conversation has just like died.
Kind of like the expansion did.
Kind of like Zanster is about to do, because I just told you that he's gonna die and now he is.
Well, last time you called it didn't happen though, and the other guy won. So watch out that caster curse.
No, that wasn't me saying he was gonna die. This is he was going to try and kill him.
No, the words were he was going to kill him.
To kill him. Yeah. Look,
this
I
gets
pick
Baneling
what I mean when I
speed.
want to. I mean, killing the Baneling in general would be pretty nice, but okay,
Yeah.
Zanster didn't die. I get it. I'm a bad caster. I'll retire. Bye.
Yeah, see you later. Nigga with steel years.
To be fair, I don't think what I've been doing for the last hour and a half has been casting anyways. So.
Well, okay, so
just been sort of talking mindlessly.
you are right though. Oh God. Oh no, Wardy. Oh no,
What are we looking at?
Mother of God. Well, that was all.
died?
That was like all of Zanster's army supply.
What happened? I have no idea what just happened.
He idled with all his Banelings and Lings on top of a Widow Mine that was coming off cooldown.
Oh, that's not smart.
Wait, you didn't
I
get to
didn't
see it?
so I
You
just
didn't even
couldn't
see
really
it?
bad.
Oh my God.
No, I have no idea what we were shouting about at all.
Wardy. That's how you know you're too far off the deep end, dude.
I'm trying, man. I'm battling through. You know, usually at this stage of the day, I would have just given up and like gone to sleep, because you know, like, there's only one game at a time. Usually, this is the point where I type out. And I'm still here, so I'm not taking the blame for anything. I've got an excuse to cover me.
Okay.
I was just having fun watching the medevacs fly around, man. I was appreciating the engineering that allows them to go so fast.
Well, we all know you're here for the caster curse, because Zanster's actually almost at this point where he's got Hydras out on even army supply. His drone count's not doing so bad, but no, it looks like he can't.
That was the best time ever.
Well, so
Zanster might not be GG.
oh, he lost the fourth. Okay, sorry. I was like,
He was,
I really didn't think he was in such a tough spot. I didn't realize he lost the fourth though.
He's also down an upgrade, I think.
Well, the reason I bring it up was I think it was Lambo. I don't remember who. Someone did Hydras earlier, and it was like stupid good.
Yeah, Hydras are pretty good recently with like the extra health, but I think it's like you need to have the right amount, you know.
Yeah.
Have you seen this thing on? You should check out Twitter. It's pretty good.
What, you just posted it or what?
No, someone it's they tagged BaseTradeTV in it.
Oh, that means I gotta log onto the BaseTradeTV account. There's like a whole extra step, Morty.
You should use TweetDeck. Do you not use TweetDeck?
You can suck my tweet deck.
But do you really not? Like,
Rip
it's
from Morty.
amazing.
Gotta shove it way up there, Morty. Gotta shove it way up there.
I'm not even gonna try, man. I'm just not gonna nail it. I'm just gonna make a fool of myself again.
Gee, I don't know, Riff. This is great. Shout out to the Grimshaw.
You can just voice both of us, and I'm just gonna sit to you and be like, yeah, that's me.
This is great. I retweeted it. Shout out to the Grimshaw.
The Grimshaw. And you know what? I'm gonna double retweet it.
You know what? I'm gonna go to a fucking break.
I actually retweeted your retweet. Isn't that mental?
Good for you. All right, we got one last best of 3. It's a ZvZ. We're playing some commercials. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.